Hello everyone and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. As promised, I've been through the wikis and forums and all that and looked up the solutions to the quest. I spoiled myself a little bit, but that's fine. Firstly, the sort of assassin things, the Haradin, these things, I am not going to do because they give you dark side points. I sort of suspected that. It is an interesting quest. I guess since I'm not going to do it, I might as well spoiler it for you. You basically go out and kill these guys, you get some nice stuff for it, nice gauntlets, some fairly good helmet, a decent stealth generator for mission. I think that's about it. But then once you've done the 3 assassinations, which I'm currently tasked with, the guy will essentially say, "Oh, haha, you just killed all the other members of the General Haradin, so I'm now the sole leader, haha." And then he ditches to Tatooine, and then you can kill him on Tatooine, and that's about it. So, yeah, you're not actually doing good work, it's just evil stuff, so I'm not going to do it. Anyway, if you remember, there's this big computer in here, the large computer, in fact, that we had to use to decrypt the Sith passcards. Let's slice the system. We have 16 points in computer use. We have some ridiculously pricey options, which I'm not even sure if they do anything, but the one I'm really looking for is the access restricted data archives. Okay, downloading Sunry Instant Archive. Interesting. The computer screen switches to a fisheye view from some sort of small surveillance device on a wall. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. As she walks farther into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Alassa. And that's about it. So, interestingly enough, the guy's actually guilty, and I was now at a bit of an impasse. I could not decide what I should do. So I tossed a coin, and the coin told me, be honest, the guy's guilty, condemn him, essentially. I'll see if Roland has anything to say on the matter.
Greetings once again. I trust you have been should the cell truth be told.
We've been through those. I found this recording in your computers.
You mean you sliced into our... That is a very serious crime. We could have you executed for treason if that information caused any harm, but I may just be willing to overlook this transgression if you never tell another living being about it. And that is all I will ever tell you on the matter. I don't know much. The Republic? If you...
I'll be good.
Then I should...
Okay, so, yeah, I really don't like this guy. And I'm not really scared of the Republic. I mean, the guy killed another person. So, no matter what the other person is, murder is never right. And I said I would find out the truth about this case. And the truth is, he's guilty. So I'm not going to... I'm not going to pretend like I didn't find that information, basically. And I'm going to tell him as much. And I think I'll tell his wife as well. According to the article I found on the quest, there's no point going to the Sith embassy, which I'm quite happy about. It means I don't have to run all the way through it. I'm not entirely certain what I'm doing is, technically speaking, the right thing to do, but I don't know. It seems that when I'm accepting a job as an arbiter and I say I'm going to try and find truth, then it seems dishonest to, you know, find the truth and then say, okay, I find this inconvenient. Let's pretend it never happened. Also, let's pretend I never walked the completely wrong way. See, can I quick load? I wonder where this will put me. Don't know where I last quick saved. Outside the embassy, it's not so bad, I guess. Is the courtyard this way now? I really don't know. I have no sense of orientation. I mean, might be. So anyway, I think I'll talk to his wife and tell her that, yeah, he actually did that. So, yeah. And then in court I will just say, you know what? I've got this recording, he's guilty, so, yeah, about that. It's bad for the Republic, but then again... I mean, I disagree with the reaction that's going to happen, essentially, but... Okay, Elora.
I hear you've been appointed as a...
I have this recording showing Sunry killing Alasa.
Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away! You must find Sunry innocent!
Your husband might not be so innocent, Elora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic! Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
I found the real evidence. It proved that he did it, and now you're just saying, oh, it's all lies? Sorry, that's not a very honest attitude. I'm going to poke you with my vibroblade. There you go. How's it feel? Haha. Okay. Now let's talk to Sunry again, tell him I found the evidence.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these 4 bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
I'm almost certain this room has a lot more than 4 walls. It doesn't seem to be very sort of square or rectangular in shape. So there's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've got the Republic's data recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
But the Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, and so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
You're guilty. Confess.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
Yeah. Killing your lover while she sleeps is murder, even if she's a Sith.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place Kolto sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without Kolto, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
Yeah. These are just excuses, Sunry.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of Kolto in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid, and it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its Kolto export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did. But I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to. But know what the consequences will be.
Well, I'm afraid justice will have to prevail. In this case, justice. I mean, you see, he was being used. I can understand that. I can understand his anger, but he could have just stopped seeing her, you know. Just, you know, nope, I'm not giving you any more information, you're not getting anything out of me, and then that would have been it. Instead, he decided, oh, you know what, I'm going to murder her. And then he decided to lie about it, and the Republic's in on it, and, I don't know. I like to think that the world is not quite as black and white as the game sometimes paints it to be. Maybe it's just black and slightly less black. I mean, the Sith are obviously the bad guys, but, yeah. Okay, I want to begin the trial now. And as I said, I am going to condemn him, and that is probably going to be very bad for the Republic, but in the end, I will still be the good guy. And I feel like I should do this. Yes, I am ready. Sunry is guilty of the murder. I have this recording as proof.
Oh, Sunry, no!
Sorry. I know justice is a difficult concept, but... I don't know, I didn't see another way out of that, really. It's just... well, just the way it is. And note there were no... at least in that scene, I didn't skip anything. So, as far as I'm aware, there was no penalty for the Republic, so that's good. Anyway, I think we can return to the Ebon Hawk now. I will not be doing the assassin side quest. Let's check my journal. Don't know what's with this quest. Maybe I'll check into it, maybe not. Blah. Oh, this is the Way of the Sith quest that I'm now unable to finish because I have already killed Master Uthar. Interesting. Something about Jolie. The sort of smuggling cargo on the Ebon Hawk, which I don't care about. The assassin things, which I'm not going to do. Okay, so I think for the moment I don't have any more side quests that I wish to do. Which means I can now head in here, and through here, and we can quick save to prevent it from crashing again, and then try to make our way. Actually, I'll also do a hard save. No, I do not want to quit. I want to close, thank you. And now let's head to the Starforge system. Okay, just a quick info to avoid possible further annoying crashes, which I seem to get tons of them during the pre-rendered cutscenes. I've disabled them for the moment. I hope this will work out.
You are strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side. You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
The Starforge. I've never seen anything like it. I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodonna. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets. Take those fighters out before they report our position to the main fleet. Incoming fighters!
No, usually what I do with these cutscenes is I sort of... I basically ignore the fact that it crashed, and then afterwards I give you a bit of summary. But the problem is, the way it's programmed, mouse sensitivity is terrible in these, by the way. I have to really keep picking up my mouse and shoving it back to another location to be able to move the screen around. The way they've coded is there's tons of very little cutscenes, so just sort of tiny ones, like you see the ship flying, and then you see this and that happening and this and that.
Oh, we've got problems. We've flown in some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Whew. Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebon Hawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The Cathar's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again.
Okay. As I was saying, so before my computer update there wasn't any real issue, except that the cutscenes didn't record, but I'm on a slightly different driver now, I'm guessing, slightly more up to date, so the game still runs, but I think I have to go back a few more versions to be on the one I was on before. Point being, it seems like the game can basically manage one cutscene and then it crashes when it loads the next one. And as I said, it's split into tiny cutscenes, so showing the ship flying, showing the ship being attacked, showing the ship surviving the attack, showing the ship flying again, showing the ship landing, and basically every single time it had to load a new cutscene it would crash, and I had to restart the game, go through it all again. Problem is, as a lot of these cutscenes, the one that are in the in-game engine, are not skippable, so I had to watch the Bastila torture scene like 5 times in a row, and it just got on my nerves, so I disabled movies for the moment. I think you didn't miss anything big, really. The Starforge is some sort of giant space station thing hovering over that star, and there's tons and tons of ships flying about it, basically. And that's really everything you missed. And obviously we crashed on this planet. Yeah. I will, after this is done, I'll re-enable movies. If I have to start once, if it crashes once and I have to restart just to watch one movie again, basically, that's fine. So I get to see the movie and I can tell you what happened in it. But if it's 10 in a row or whatever it was now, it was 6, 7, maybe 8. It was just too much. Anyway, that disruptor field could wipe out the entire Republic fleet. That's actually a valid concern.
You're right. That Sith fleet we saw must have some type of protection against the disruptor field. We have to find a way to disable it, or the Republic will be slaughtered.
T3's picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
Okay. Let's go check it out, I guess. We're not forgetting about Bastila. She's obviously going to be some sort of second to last boss where she's been now convinced to the dark side and we can skip the fight if we persuade her. I think pretty much everyone's expecting that at this point. If you're watching and are under the age of 16, sorry for spoiling that. Maybe find a different channel, I guess. Which plays in nicely with something I was told by a friend. He said I was never asking for comments and such, and it seemed so impersonal. I really hate it when YouTubers do that at the end of their videos. They've got like a 5-minute section of asking for likes, comments, subscribe, rate, share, hashtag Twitter, whatever junk. I don't like that. So I'm more than happy about comments. I will reply to them if I can, if you've enabled replies. I will read them all, definitely. I just don't want to ask for them. I mean, if you've got something to say, I would expect you to say it. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? And I will read it and reply if I can and want to. So I think that's about it. That's why I'm not asking for likes and all that stuff. I just find that to be in very poor taste. I prefer these videos to be mostly about the games and not so much about me and me wanting to make money or success from YouTube, which I don't really need. Or rather, well, I mean, it's not like I wouldn't mind getting money, but I'm not doing this for the money, basically. Anyway, let's go check it out.
Good idea. If that temple's generating power, it probably has something to do with that disruptor field.
Hey, don't forget about Bastila, guys. We still have to rescue her, too.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malak's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him, and the Sith will be invincible.
Bastila would never turn to the dark side.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side difficult to resist. She is strong in the Force, but she's also impulsive, willful, and proud, as you once were, Revan.
Don't call me that. I'm not Revan anymore.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
Keep in mind, by the way, that Jolie never said he thought she was on the Starforge. I mean, it'll work out that way, but he didn't actually say he thought that. Anyway, I will now make a quick cut to basically, well, actually what I'll do is I'll save the game, la-di-la, we're still pre-Starforge. I guess I can save over this. No, I'll just do a new slot. It's not like I don't have the space, and I think I had caps lock enabled. Anyway, I will basically be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry about all the confusion and such, but movies should now be enabled again, which I'm hoping that'll not cause too many problems. And I believe we're ready to leave for the central beach. And we will take the usual team of Jolie and HK-47 with us. not really looking to change up my party composition too much. So, supposedly that may have gotten rid of the Giska, who are now, you know, just sort of running around on the beach. Cute little things. Maybe they're happy here, I don't know. I don't know if there's much in the way of secrets to discover on these beaches. Certainly not much of any... No, we can't get through here, okay. So this planet appears to be emitting some kind of field of no further description, I guess, an energy disrupting field, disruptor field, something, which basically made us crash. I mean, we sort of landed okay. Karth is apparently the best pilot of the Republic, so that's to be expected. Hey, there's a battered footlocker. Can I just open this? I have no idea how this came to be here, but yes, I could just open it. Can I walk around this stone? No, look, I cannot. Fair enough. But yeah, this has apparently been active for quite some time, so a lot of ships have crashed here, and we're just sort of the latest addition to the set. In one of these ships we might find some spare parts to repair the Ebon Hawk. We have to disable... Sorry. And we have to disable that field. Now, these are Rakatans, and if you remember in that that computer we saw on Kashyyyk, that we had to fool to get it, to have it give us access to the Starforge. That was the holograph that was talking to us. Had the shape of one of these aliens. After you're done with that, go Valor. And then we will construct. Okay, so these guys aren't very strong. Yeah. Well, no problem, I guess. So let's see if we can't get any information out of these guys. I don't know what their race is called. What are you doing here? Mm-hmm. So where are the rest of you? Okay, so whatever these native guys are, they killed everyone else. There are Mandalorians here. Might have been interesting to bring what's his face across along Kendros, but nah, I'm okay with HK-47. Okay, so tell me about those natives. Why don't you try to get to one of the other islands? Okay. Well, we might just remember telling the Republic. I mean, if we're able to, we'll get a dialogue option, right? These locals weren't very dangerous, though, so I'm not too worried yet. Definitely do a quick save here, though. I won't go too far into the system this time around. Oh, look, more of them. And now they're using grenades as well. But yeah, as you can see, not too problematic. One of them just gave 550 instead of 50 experience, but even so. We have advanced healing abilities. Both me and Jolie, I think, have maxed out the heal ability. So we should be able to maintain ourselves quite easily. Okay, there's one path going down there and one path going here. Let's take the path down first, but oh, my night speed has worn off. I'm still calling it night speed. I know it's master speed now. It's sort of the name stuck with me, I guess. I'll try to avoid it, but no promises. I think before we head into the North Beach, I will make a cut. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I guess I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.